Hey guys, I'm Beth from Rydes and SPYDER Rydes, and I'm here for a very important public service announcement. One of the major issues and concerns I get when I go to a rally is people are asking me all the time, hey Beth, my Can-Am kind of goes a little bit to the right and it doesn't really track that well. What do you recommend? The first thing I ask them always is, when was the last time you checked your tire pressure? And without a doubt, I get a blank stare that says, I didn't know I was even supposed to do that. So today's video, I'm gonna be listing the 5 reasons why it is imperative that you check your tire pressure, why it's so important. And it does make a difference, I promise you. So let's go over to the Can-Ams, and I'm gonna show you in the video also where to find the sticker. Some of them are a little more challenging than others, where the sticker is on the actual Can-Am vehicle that tells you the correct PSI. Never ever look at your tire for your directions on how much tire pressure. So you're not looking on here. That's a very common mistake, is people go, oh, well, it says my maximum tire pressure. This isn't where you get it. This is for the tire. You want to make sure it's correct for the vehicle that you're riding. So different vehicles have different tire pressures. 5 top reasons why proper tire pressure is so essential. 1, improve stability while you're riding, improved handling while you're riding. Number 1 refers to why, if you're riding a Can-Am, especially when you have the 2 wheels up front like a Can-Am, when you're riding and you're going, tends to steer to the right, it could be an alignment issue, it could be other things, but there's a good chance that if you're veering to the right, that your front tire is, I don't know, 10 pounds less PSI than your left tire. And that's why it's doing that, or vice versa. So a lot of times when I do that, when I'm at a rally, I literally will take tire pressure and I'll show them how to do it, and the problem is solved. So sometimes it's that easy to correct that problem. So number 1, improved handling. Number 2 is the reduced risk of a blowout. I didn't realize, but when your tire pressure is too low and then the heat gets in there, you're more likely to get a blowout, especially at high speeds or a little bit more off-road riding. Number 3 is fuel efficiency. So when your tires are all at the correct PSI, you're gonna save money at the pump, and obviously who doesn't want that? Number 4 is you get extended life of your tires. It wears correctly, and I'll put a little picture of what it looks like when it doesn't wear correctly. But when it wears correctly, you get longevity of your actual tires, and again, that'll save you money. You won't have to replace them as often. And number 5, the final one, is you have better traction control, better cornering, better everything when your tires are done correctly. So it is something you want to do often. Now, I know you're not going to do it before every single ride, but at least do it once a week. Make sure Saturday morning, that's your time when you check your tire pressure. If you haven't been on your vehicle, on your motorcycle, on your Can-Am for a while, that's one of the first things you should be checking is your tire pressure. It makes a huge difference. If your tire pressure is correct, you're going to have a more comfortable ride. Maybe it won't be as bumpy. Maybe your shocks are working better. Everything works better when your tire pressure is correct. So please check your tire pressure. So I'm going to list on the screen the tire pressure for the different Can-Ams, including the Canyon, the Ryker, the SPYDER RT, the SPYDER F3. So this is going to be your go-to video for it in case you don't want to look it up in your manual. Interestingly enough, the Canyon manual, it says refer to the sticker. It's not even listed in the manual. So I'm going to show you on the Canyon first where this sticker is located, because it took us here at the dealership, I don't know, a good while to find out where it was located. So come on over and I'll show you how to do this. So if you are lucky enough to have this beautiful new Canyon, you have to take off, in my opinion, this is crazy, the location of this sticker should be more easily accessible and easily attainable. So you have to actually take it off. So my opinion would be, if you own this, write this down so you don't have to keep looking underneath your seat for it. But you're going to take off your front seat, and I'll make another whole video on how to do that. And then come in close and I'll show you. So there's a cover here, and then you need to pop up this cover they couldn't make this more hidden. So this is your fuses, and then in here, that is where your tire pressure correct numbers are located. This is what you want to go by. Another very important thing is when you're checking your tire pressure, always do it cold. That means before you go on a ride. So tire pressure will change as your tires heat up. The more you ride, the bigger your tires will get, the more inflated, the higher the PSI. So for consistency purposes, make sure you always check your tire pressure when it's cold. Now let me show you on the Can-Am RYKER, which on the RYKER and the Rally, they're all located, all RYKERs, a sport, they're all located at the same exact spot. So when you're sitting on the vehicle, you're going to take this right panel off. There's a little lever right here, you just twist it. And let me show you where this is. It's going to be right in there. All right, lastly, and I'll show you on my F3 when I get home of where that's located on the F3. They all have different little hidden spots where the numbers are located. All right guys, quick break from the dealership to show you where it is on my F3, and then I'll head over to my friend's garage and show you where it is on the RT. On the F3, little hints, it's in the trunk. After you open up your trunk, you'll find the sticker right there. Now on to the RT. Okay, where do you find it if you have a Can-Am RT? You open up your seats and it's located right here. Checking your tire pressure. Get yourself a good digital tire pressure reader. So this is what I have, and I will post the link on Amazon to one, or whatever you use is fine, just do it, just use it. Then what I have on mine, because if you notice, like to access on the three-wheel vehicles, especially the Spyders and the Canyon, to access that back wheel is messy and dirty and it's hidden and it's kind of hard to even get at the valve stem. So I highly recommend getting a FOBO, which is a tire pressure monitoring system. It's electronic, it works with your phone, you can check it remotely, and it'll tell you exactly your tire pressure without having to use this. It'll go right to your phone. I'll show you in a second how I use that and how it works. It is my favorite tool. And it also will alert you if your tire gets too low. So before you go out for a ride, you just check the app and it tells you, you don't have to take everything, you don't have to use this, you don't have to get on your hands and knees. It's all done from the comfort of your bed. Now, another thing that I always carry with me is a tire pressure, not a tire pressure, a tire inflator. There's a lot of them out there. This one is by Airmoto. I've done a video on this before. It's a very simple tool, and you set your tire pressure on it, and it's portable, and it can fill up all 3 tires on a single charge and then some. So this is something I carry with me all the time. You don't have to go to a gas station and do it. You don't need a big air compressor. Just this works great. So guys, please, please check your tire pressure. I've done this video before, but it definitely bears repeating of how important tire pressure is for your safety, for the longevity of your tires, for your comfort of your ride. So get out there, do your maintenance, and don't think, this is another common misconception, do not think your dealership's doing it for you. I love my dealership, they're great to me, they're wonderful people, but it is my bike, my vehicle, my ride, and it is also my responsibility to make sure the tire pressure, it's not theirs. So I've gone home with brand new vehicles and the tire pressure is like 10 pounds off. So please do not think when you go in for an oil change that they're doing the correct due diligence on your tire pressure. They're assuming you, as the owner, are taking care of that. So please, please take care of that. And I promise you your ride will be better. Have fun, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Ride safe, have fun, have a great afternoon. I'll see you next time. Bye.